Here's a startling thought. Suicide rates are up in almost every state in America, including North Carolina. It's the number 10 cause of death in the U.S.
And then this, one suicide every 6 hours in our state. Tomorrow is World Suicide Prevention Day, so we wanted to start an important conversation today.
So we've invited Cone Health counselor Jenny Edmondson in today, and you spend your days at the at the Behavioral Health Hospital,
Yes.
if I can get that right. So when you hear those statistics, 1 in 6, does that surprise you?
Oh man, it's a horrifying statistic. Unfortunately, no. Based on my day-to-day reality, it's not something that's startling, but I have a lot of hope that we'll be able to see improvement in that statistic.
All right, so let's just be blunt here. Suicidal thoughts are not healthy. If someone expresses any thoughts about wanting to die, we need to take them seriously.
Definitely. I feel like there's a shift sometimes that it's hard to talk about, and so we're quick to want to disqualify it or sweep it under the rug because we don't want to believe that people close to us could be having these. But anytime it's voiced, we need to start by believing and then go from there.
So let's talk about red flags, because odds are you know someone, they know someone who've experienced suicidal thoughts. What do you look for?
Definitely. So first thing I think is important is to not focus on the theatrical kind of expectation of what suicidal thoughts look like. Common red flags that we could pay attention to are any kind of change in behavior where they're giving away passion projects or things that are valuable or important to them, any change in behavior where they're withdrawing or isolating, or definitely any kind of comments such as, oh, I wish I wasn't here anymore, or I didn't want to wake up this morning, no one would care if I was gone, stuff like that.
This next question is so important. How do you approach someone who might be in trouble?
Definitely. Number one, lead with support. You always want to first, I care about you, I'm here for you, I'm not going to leave you depending on your answer. That's the number one thing. Once that's addressed, don't make them do the heavy lifting. People who are having suicidal thoughts are already working at a deficit. So what you want to do is give them the hard questions. Tell them I'm worried about you. Hey, are you having suicidal thought? Go for the direct one. If they say yes, great follow-up questions are, have you thought about a plan? Have you thought about what you might do? Have you been taking inventory of how you could do it? Have you been collecting things? Have you thought about when you would do it? If they say yes to any of those, they need immediate intervention. So you need to get in the car with them and take them to the emergency room. You need to call the support line with them on speakerphone. Don't leave them to their own devices. Don't let them, you follow up on that. No, you stay with them and you help them along the way.
And that's tough to ask those questions because, this is something that they may not even want to talk about, but for you to be there and be that support, you're saying it's good.
Exactly. That's what's most important and helpful to them at that time.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
And I hope you've noticed the number there at the bottom of your screen. It's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK. Please use it.